Hello, everybody. Welcome to the local pundit. My name is Fiona. The Rex
The Breakfast Club
Breakfast Club
Daily News and Update Show.
Daily News Update Show.
Yeah, and what's that? Wrexham summer tour dates are announced down under. It's okay.
I cannot remember everything.
Yes. All right, I'll help her out. Welcome to the local pundit. That's Fiona. I'm Josh, and this is your Wrexham Daily News and Update Show. And I have had a kid over the last 24 hours, and it's Fiona, and she's really smart. There you go. Awesome. Yes, thanks for coming in. Please smash the like on the video. And the summer tour dates have been announced for Wrexham, and they're going down under. Yes. Hey, Fiona, say hi. Look what people are talking to you. Look at. Say hi, Fiona. Say hi. Hi, Esteban. Say it.
Hi.
Hi. Look at her in her hat. Awesome. And there you go. Hi, Fiona. Look at this interactive right here. What are we talking about today?
Soccer.
Yeah, we're talking about soccer. Yes. Yes, there has been tour dates announced on for the summer tour. Should we talk about that? You want to go tell mom? You want to go watch the show down with mom and dad and come back up? Okay, you go. Good job. Good.
And if I tell you it looks good, I'm gonna come back.
Okay, you say it again. Go ahead. One more time. Say it's gonna be really fast, and you're gonna come back up.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We shoot the rehearsal here, and we just had a 5-year-old just embarrass Ken. There you go. How's everyone doing? Thanks for coming out. Sorry, we've been kind of MIA. Life is in shambles, but we're gonna recover. But we're gonna figure this out. How's everyone doing? Again, yes, the summer tour dates have announced, and you know what? I'm gonna put it out there to Ken. I'm gonna put it out there to Hip Karma, to Aaron, everyone coming in. Duff it. I'm gonna let's have a fun show because I need it right now. And I'm gonna put it right there. Come in. The tour dates are announced. We knew it was happening. And we're here. The time has come, and they're going down under. It's the thunder down under. I love it. So here we go. Here's the breaking news. Wrexham down under. Wrexham Red Dragons announced their preseason tour in Australia and New Zealand in July. Yes, July. That means it's winter down there for them. So go on that. Go on there. Wrexham AFC have announced this year's preseason tour will take place. The men's first team, Australia and New Zealand, in July, with matches confirmed for Australia versus Melbourne Victory, July 11th at the Marvel Stadium. Sydney FC, July 15th at the Allianz Stadium, and Wellington Phoenix in New Zealand on July 19th at the Sky Stadium. The Wrexham Down Under Tour, Thunder Down Under. This summer follows the club's promotion to the Championship. Yeah, we're in the chip, baby. I love it. In the English Football League, marking a record-breaking 3 promotions in a row for manager Phil Parkinson's side. Promoted by the TEG Sport, Wrexham Down Under Tour will follow. Tour follows on from 2 highly successful preseason tours in the USA, which I was at. The first in 2023, clash against Manchester United, where Paul Mullen did his ribs, followed by the Rex Coast Tour in 2024, headline fixture against another Premier League side, Chelsea. Yes. Anyways, the Wrexham Tour of Australia and New Zealand will see the club take on high caliber competition in the A-League, offering a true test against some of the region's most accomplished sides. Get in here, have your say. Open doors tonight. Let's go. With the A-League continuing to grow in stature and talent, these matches promise to deliver a compelling showcase of football, blending Wrexham's global story with the skill and intensity of the elite clubs. Fans can expect fast-paced, competitive fixtures that highlight the quality and passion of both leagues. Several Wrexham AFC key partners, including Aviation American Gin, that's Ryan Reynolds, Gatorade, owned by Michael Jordan, not really, MetaQuest, United, Visit Wales, and Wrexham Lager will join the club on tour, helping to bring the unmistakable spirit of Wrexham to fans across Australia and New Zealand. Wrexham co-chairman Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds said this, and I quote, from the very beginning, we wanted to help make Wrexham a globally recognized team. The town and brand. We could not be more excited to bring the Red Dragons to Australia and New Zealand, and we are particularly proud that this announcement features neither a men at work or a Hugh Jackman joke, the latter of which took maturity and tremendous restraint. We're proud of Ryan, of course, and we make no promises of going forward. I think this is amazing. We all kind of knew this was happening. We knew it was going down, but now we are here, and the announcement is here. The announcement is here. But what say you? What do we think about it? Leap and Sarah says initially, I wish the plane tickets to Australia weren't 1,200 quid. Well, I mean, Ken is available. Ken is available. Also, too, who's going to come in and talk to me? Who's going to come in and talk to me tonight? Fiona's here. Yes, Fiona did a fantastic job opening up. But who's going to talk to me about what this means for the global market for Australia? Yes, they were in the United States and they were in Canada last year. But that was never going to happen this year. But Australia seems to be the best part of it. Tip Karma's going to come in 2 minutes. Well, countdown starts right now. Coming in 2 minutes. Coming in hot in 2 minutes. I know that's not sexy to look at that, by the way, over there. But Matt Al just going to bring some reality. The July 19th being the last game means there will be much more time for the team to recoup ahead of the season starting. Yes, that's true. That's what they did last year. Thunder Down Under. They have medication for that now, don't they? They do. Or you just that's a really hot dude, like a 9-pack. You know what I'm saying? Like a 9-pack. Someone is messaging me because they know I'm live. One second. Fiona's so cute. Yes, my mother-in-law, who I love dearly. Hi, Pam. Good to see you. Said that Fiona was so cute. She didn't say I was cute. She said Fiona was cute. But what's going on here? Esteban, that's a great hat. That goes well with their pink streaks. Yes, and David, you coming in, David? You going to come in and have your say? Ken is flying us all to Australia. What? Cool bean, says Ruth H. Yes. And I hope they don't bring back dead Walt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Star Wars, Australia, Lord of the Rings, New Zealand. I like a koala. Yeah. So Aaron's going to come in hot in 2 minutes, but there's a little more copy here. A little more copy I want to get to. Rachel Carroll, obviously, managing director of TEG Sports, said, bringing Wrexham AFC to Australia and New Zealand for 3 exciting matches against top A-League sides is truly. I sound like a rock jock from like 1997. Can I be like a Saturday morning rock jock? That's the voice we're doing today. For 3 exciting matches against top A-League sides is truly one of a kind event. The tour is more than just football. It's a celebration of global sporting culture, entertainment, and fan connection. Whether you're a diehard football supporter or just love a great story, these matches promise unforgettable moments and fun for everyone. Yes, I think that's great. That's very true. Obviously, this Thursday kicks off the season 4 of Welcome to Wrexham, and I would assume that last year's how do I phrase this? This year's Welcome to Wrexham will start with last year's Rex Coast tour. So there you go. Does that make sense? Did I put that correctly? I don't know if I did. Esteban said, had no one else seen the great docuseries Wellington Paranormal? No, Esteban, you can't go. I got your note, by the way. You can't go. How do I phrase this? Obscure. When the obscure goes out, but maybe I didn't know that. But listen, all that we knew this was going to happen. We didn't know the exact dates, but the confirmation is there. Now, the boys had just left Vegas. I'm sure they had a great time. And a lot of news is going to start coming out. Yes, a lot of news will coming out in regards to the fact that things are going to start. The chips are going to fall. It's going to be okay. The unraveling of basically what's going to happen. The list of the team, the release list. I hate to call it the release list, but the retain list is going to start happening. Things are going to start to fall. But this is the first real news that we had. Yes, everyone wants to get out there and be first, blah blah blah. But let's be right. There were a lot of not podcasting stuff. I think our podcast community, our global podcast community for Wrexham is great. But yes, now we need confirmation. We always go off the truth and everything like that. So this is all good, but it's going to start unraveling now, and we're going to start the build up now. So basically, I would say this might be ground zero for the start of next season. Right now, this is it. This is ground zero for the start of next season for what we're going to build on the local pundit, and going from here to 4. But this is ground zero. We're starting out. We're doing it. We're about to kick into a gear of there's going to start news going to start trickling out. So summer wise, yeah, you get it. Yeah, we're going to find out who's going up, who's going down. But this is the news that's happening. By the way, there's a bunch of quotes here that have been coming through here. Who else? Carolyn. These people we don't know. We'll probably learn over the summer. I works basically the managing director of Melbourne Victory, who we're going to play. They're excited to test our squad against Wrexham, a club that has risen to global prominence in recent years. To play a team with such rich history in front of our passionate and loyal fans at the Marvel Stadium, which I think is 100,000. I don't know. That's Ken. I probably should have called Ken, but I went live. I was trying to get Fiona paired, ready to go. But Marvel Stadium will be fantastic. Football supporters. What makes this even more special is the alignment between our two clubs, which both Wrexham and Melbourne Victory, both deeply connected to the communities and committed to growing the game. Yes, I think that's great. I don't know where's Aaron. Is he not coming in? Asheville is Aussie. Make it happen, Parky. Is he? Is Asheville Aussie? I don't know if that's true. Ruth H says, I'm wondering if we get the retain list tomorrow. We could do, and we'll break that news too. We'll break that news. I think Max is. I think it's on Max in US. I don't know. Was that read to Chris? What are you talking about? Sean DC, did you hear about the Wrexham players that got stuck in the elevator in Vegas? I did not. I have been, as the adults that actually work in real life, for lack of a better word, out of pocket. I've been out of pocket and trying to catch up myself. So it's good. It's actually good to be live. Good to see everybody. But no, I didn't hear. Tell me about the story. Who's the first player to be announced? I don't know. You tell me. Who is it going to be? Matt Al says 9 players is the rumor. The club is keeping the core, so players can simulate without being a huge influx of players without getting the gel in time. Okay. I don't. Okay, that's fine. Matt, they were jumping up and down, screwing around, and they got stuck for an hour. Oh my god, really? In there? Hip Karma's coming in. Hip Karma. Oh, and it's going to be, let there be light.
Hello.
I was going to say let there be blood, but I said let there be light. There you go. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Let me ask you a question. Do I give you your own stage, or do I let Aaron come in?
You let Aaron come in. It's fine.
The boss speaks. There you go.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom, for letting me come in.
It's all right, little one.
Comment sucker. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? What's going on?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing much happening today at all. Really?
Not much happening. Well, this is the first news. This is the first news. This is the real first news.
It is.
It's
I'm so excited. Ken and I have been hanging for this. It's like, give us the dates so we
You've
can.
hung Ken. You've hung Ken. Is he okay?
Oh, well, that makes it. That's where he went. She hung him.
Yeah.
He'll survive.
Yeah.
He'll survive the trauma.
Yeah.
I'll make sure. He has to coordinate.
Since you're the resident Aussie, by the way, it'd be interesting to see if the A-League level compared to the championships, as Nigel Chris said. Yes, we'll check that out. But since you're the resident Aussie and the intelligent one of the three of us at this point, sorry, Aaron.
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah, let's go in with. Let's go in. What make of the dates? What do you think about the announcement? And what else are we missing in the article where it's like, all right, this is really cool. What do you got?
I think it's exciting. They've picked dates, as has already been identified, that will give the team a lot of time to recover because of the time zones, massive time zone issues for people, and a lot of people are not used to doing like 25 hours in transit to come down here from Europe. And I think by then, my other hope is by then that we'll have some new starters in the squad to come. Recruitment will have already started. So this is my hope and belief, because we have to know that Chris, and I'm sorry I can't remember his surname, the recruiter, they have been working hard. And
you think they'll have someone in? No, you think? I mean, that's a great question. People are coming in already?
Yeah, you'll have a couple in, I bet. At least one.
I agree. At least one. I mean, typically, as we know, in the recruitment windows, it goes down to the wire often for us within a few days of the finish. They will not do it. From what they have clearly said, they will not wait to the last day chaos because they have learned that lesson. But it can still go down to the wire. So I'm thinking we'll probably look at one or two just to sign, and then we'll go for the ones that we really want. afterwards that there's probably some competition on later. But I do expect to see some new faces on the trip, as well as some of our much loved champions.
Aaron, what's going on, dude? I mean, listen, announcements here. We're going down under. Ken's got to be happy. They're not coming to the States. I mean, I don't know.
Yep, I'm excited. I'm excited. You know, I mean, it's not coming here, but I'm excited for Hip Karma. I'm excited for Ken. I'm excited for them to get to see him. No, I just, yeah, I mean, you know, it's exciting. I think, like what she was saying, I think we'll probably have a player or two in by then. I think last season we had, by the time they came here, we had Dabo in the squad, and who else? And maybe one more. I can't remember. Brent on the tour? I think Brent made the tour. So I think they had a couple before they went on tour last year. So, and it'll be similar timeline. So you know, they might have a couple.
I'm just, you know, Ken's in a meeting. I just texted him. He said, I just texted Ken to see if he wanted to come on. He said, I'm in a meeting. And apparently, what does that mean? Like, I'm in a meeting. Does that mean he's in the bathroom? And apparently, Rousey's at work.
These guys, him and Ken are probably playing golf together. That's my guess.
I know they're playing.
They're golf. On the 18th. They're on the 18th green. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, what's going on? This is terrible. David says our flights from LAX are only 9:50. All right, done. Sign it up. Let's go. I mean, let's go. We should probably go. So Hip Karma, can I stay with you?
You would have to compete with 5 dogs. So I suggest, and I'm in Canberra. But you could certainly come and visit.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Husky, so is that all right? Yeah. I went to UConn. They're the Huskies, right? Does that work?
Huskies work. They have a bit of ADHD for dogs, but
Speaking of dogs, I got a new puppy yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got a golden retriever puppy.
Oh, the best ever! They're the best ever.
She's a little girl. She's with the kids right now.
Oh,
photo evidence, or it didn't happen. You better post
I will
that
post it. I'll post it. I'll be sure to post it.
Anna and I had a child in the last 24 hours.
So I see that. How'd that happen? And full grown, like she's grown. It's not even like a baby.
Grown 5.
Yeah, 5. I mean,
yeah. There you go. Right here. We just had a baby right here. Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Ross says it's not even here. I got to pay the bills and keep the channel going. Wow, that's fired, dude. Shots fired. Oh my God. Dubbins. That's. By the way, he put that in once before, so he's repeating his own bad joke. There you go. Canberra Hip Karma is I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
A govy.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So the question is, do I work for the government? And my response to that is, a person can do many things.
Oh shit! Oh my God!
That means if she told you, she'd have to kill you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh my God!
Karma's like she's like Australian CIA, whatever that is. What do they call that? What's Australian CIA? Hip Karma. What's your intelligence?
The CIA, your external one?
Yes.
The international one?
Yeah.
So that would be ASIS in Australia, and the internal one would be ASIO.
Okay.
And no, I don't work for them.
Those names are way cooler, though.
Yeah.
The CIA and the FBI are boring.
They are. I know. But you know what? We know it's boring when we don't see your dog. Come on, you got to bring up your new dog.
Dude, I mean, I can probably go get the dog if you want me to go get it.
So back. Sorry, go ahead. So can you give us a reference, because we don't know Australia. What's the reference of spacing wise? If you're going to say like, so they're hitting. Let me see where it's in. So it's New Zealand, obviously, in Australia. So Melbourne Victory, Sydney FC, and Wellington Phoenix in New Zealand. What's the space wise of like how far are those away? What's the travel distance there, and what needs to be booked for that matter? Because Ken is apparently indisposed.
So the reality is that Sydney and Melbourne are the largest cities in Australia, and that's why they're going to go there. The most populous, and I would suggest clearly it's going to be easy for people to travel there. in terms of flying time, it
Mhm.
would be, it's less than an hour for me to fly from Canberra to Melbourne. It's probably about, depending on the plane, between an hour and an hour 20 to go from Melbourne to Sydney. So the travel time there is not far. It's a few hours,
Yeah.
three and a half between Sydney and New
So
Zealand.
Melbourne first on the 11th, Sydney on the
Yep.
15th, and New Zealand on the 19th. That's 4, 4, and 4. They're 4 days apart. So are they going to be flying those, or what do you think they're going to be doing that?
They would be, it's highly likely they'd be flying, and that
Okay.
gives them the most time on the ground
Yeah.
in either place, and the most time to do the sightseeing and do those other things, not just train, but
Marketing, things like that, right? Yeah.
Pardon?
Marketing and things like that, right?
Marketing, doing boats on the Sydney Harbour, going to the markets, all of that stuff.
I like it. Steve Barton, $10 towards Rousey's hair plugs. Oh dear.
Oh, harsh.
Days. Steve Barton absolutely coming in hot, and then Aaron's trying to set up the dog coming in, by the way, just so you know, in the background. But yeah, thank you, Steve Barton, towards the Rousey hair plugs. I mean, they go. I'll pass it on to Rousey. Is that $10 US or is that $10 Aussie? Okay, Aaron, you let us know when you can bring it in. We'll do it. Yeah, he's doing anything. There you go. Oh,
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
This is little Well. She's our new puppy. She's a golden
my.
retriever. This is my daughter Zariah. I don't think anybody's met her
Hey,
yet.
right? Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Look at that
Hi.
puppy. She's so cute. What a great thing.
Yeah,
Annie, producer Ann, my wife, loves. She had a golden retriever. We would love to get one again. But yes, that is a beautiful puppy.
so much cuteness. So much cuteness.
She's being very lazy right now.
Yeah. Do you want to kick your dad out and just come hang with us and just have can we get more views if we just have puppy on there? Or is that cat? Yeah.
Change it. Yeah. It's puppy channel.
Puppy channel. That's awesome.
All right, let me go play with her.
All right.
Say bye.
Bye. Bye. See you. Oh,
Bye.
yeah. Done. It's over.
Uh-oh. My green screen's acting silly.
So it doesn't matter about whether it's Sydney or Melbourne. Ken's going to have to fly 3.5 hours or 2.5 to 3.5 hours to get to either of them.
Mhm.
So all things going to have to travel. It's going to have to happen.
All right. So they're going to do some travel.
Not as far as Rouse.
Double says 90-minute flight from Melbourne to Sydney. I'll skip to New Zealand. Oh, man. You just put that out. David, you just put that publicly out there, my friend. And then Rousey says, my first time seeing Hip Karma. She's beautiful. She looks exactly like a picture based on her. She's not, well, yeah.
Thank you, Rousey.
Thank you, Rousey. Yeah. But Kevin Mulholland, Matt Owl. Wait. Sorry, I put things up there. Read it. I don't know. Anyways, Ross said a 5-hour flight from. So this is all good. This is all really good. But this is I think this is the start of the information coming out. They also said that, like, basically, I actually really enjoyed Rob's side of the Men in Blazers interview. I thought he put a lot of good information out there, and I think this is the start of the information coming out. What do y'all think?
I agree entirely. It was an excellent interview. I learnt more.
Mm-hmm.
Was so pleased with the way he spoke to the team before a critical match.
Mm-hmm.
He really inspired, and I am looking forward to the way he continues to move the club and the community forward. I have full belief that Rob, because of his passion for Wrexham, will only bring in quality owners, minor shareholder owners.
Mm-hmm.
The comment has been said more than once from, I think it was Humphrey and or Sean, please correct me if I'm wrong about the Sean one, that it's not a question of getting owners, it's a question of saying yes to the right ones. They have a lot of offers for money. So
what do you got there, Aaron?
Yeah, no, I heard that. I think it was, I don't know if I've heard Sean say that, but I definitely heard Humphrey say that. So yeah, they've definitely got people who are interested. It's just finding the people that they want, that they think are the right people. So
Well, I mean, I think all this happening, we can obviously see that we're making the right moves, we're doing the right things. We're watching the playoffs happen in front of our eyes. And my dearest, please, I say this to everyone. I apologize for not being on the watch alongs or doing it, but we're watching it. But I think that our on our side of things, what the club is doing, they're making the right decisions. And what I by the way, Steve Barton's gifting all the memberships. Well, I just got one. That's what distracted me. We're we're making all the right decisions and doing our thing. And you know what? We get to sit back and watch it all happen. I think everyone's waiting for us to fail. And Rob and was saying, let's go for 4. I do not be surprised if we go for this. Like, don't be surprised if we actually go for the second 4. So I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. Thank you, by the way, for the 10 local pundit memberships, Steve Barton. Sorry about that.
Steve Barton, making it rain again. You are
Yeah.
such a rock star, sir. Thank you.
Good dude. But
I agree. I agree that they will explore it and look at going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And they will shoot for the moon. And even if they don't, reach the moon, they will land among the stars. It's still going to be a case, I think, of finding the right next level fits for the squad and that fit Parky's philosophy.
Yeah.
And that is the no, who said plonkers in the Discord? No plonker policy.
Well,
And-
sometimes you can't win them all, There you go. Yeah. No plonkers policy. Sorry, Aaron, I cut you off. Go ahead.
no, you're good. No, I was just laughing at the no plonkers
Oh yeah.
policy.
But by the way,
I know
Ross
the
gets
problem is
work.
my shirt's green. That's why I'm having trouble with my green screen.
I know what's
What an
going.
idiot.
Well, you can't
What a
wear green
moron.
and green.
I didn't think about it. This is just the shirt I was wearing. What a
What do you call it?
moron.
Monochromatic? I need Ann to tell me. Is it monochromatic? Is that right? Monochromatic?
I don't know the rules. I don't know
Hip
big
hop-
words. I'm just
don't
a
know.
hillbilly from Indiana. You can't say big stuff like that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But I don't be surprised. In Hip Crummy, you say bringing in a couple of people, but don't be surprised if we do some serious business. Australia's a big. It's big. It's our 3rd largest. Is that correct? Which is. How did that happen? I don't know. Does anyone have any idea why?
We speak English and have taste.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
When you consider the fact that how small we are as a percentage of population against the US and Canadian markets, it says a lot that we are the 3rd largest market. We're clearly passionate about
very
it.
passionate, very, very. Oh, but that's way over the UK. The UK, Europe, which is odd, but it's they'll know. But people want us to fail, and you know what? We're global. We are absolutely global.
I do have some insight on why the timing of the trip and why there's no Premier League teams that we're playing and some of that stuff. If you want to hear some of that. So just basically when they dropped the news, Rich Sutcliffe dropped an article in The Athletic, and I was just reading it when you went live. And he basically the Club World Cup was an issue. That's why they didn't want to go to North America, because the timing, it was going to be right in the window of when they wanted to come, or when they wanted to do the thing. So Australia made a lot of sense. The reason why they're not doing Premier League clubs is because the Premier League season starts even later than our season this year.
Okay.
And so they were going to be doing their tours a little later, and it just wasn't going to line up. And so that was another reason it just made sense playing, some of the Australian teams down there. So yeah, it was I mean, good reasoning, made a lot of sense. They had the reason why they did the timing the way they did is because when they were planning the tour, we weren't sure if we're going to be in League One or in the Championship. And so they had to assume the League One start date, which is like a week sooner, I think, than the championship this season. So they wanted to make sure they had plenty of time getting back and everything. So that's why they did the timing and all that stuff. So
doing his knowledge job, because you've Millwall supporter right here. David, we brought you in. I was like, I took you off. I was like, yeah, he was. Shoot the rehearsal, David. It's all good. It's all good. How you doing, David? Wrexham USA. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing well. It's funny because I'm on the screen. I'm seeing how delayed it is. Minu, will you come here, please? Come sit.
There you go. He said, "Please and thank you." Yeah.
Big dog show today. Big dog show today.
My green t-shirt's fine with a background. I don't know what's going on.
Dude,
have you met Hip Karma and Aaron? Have you guys met?
I've in the chat. Yeah, I've not seen her in person. I don't know if any responded to my comment, but I said Rousey or not Rousey. Oh shoot, never mind. I'm just going to ignore that. Move along.
Welcome to the show, my friend. What's going on? The announcement's here, and you're meeting Hip Karma for the first time. She is our oracle. Just so you know.
Yeah, I've just been messaging all my Australia friends, sending them the links to the games, waiting for them to offer me places to stay. I'm not by any means going, but I'm certainly going to sort out accommodation if I get over there.
Yeah. What do you think about the tour, timing, and everything, and why it's coming out now? Obviously, Aaron had made a really good point. And what do you think this means for Wrexham going down under? Even though we kind of knew, but now it's like we always go on the pundit. It's like we want to be right now first. What do you think?
Yeah, I think totally agree with everything everybody else has said. I mean, it was good to get out there earlier. Obviously, plenty of time for all of the commercial responsibilities. I don't know if Wrexham have any. Well, we don't currently have any Australia-specific sponsors, but that could, obviously change if they want to, use a Wrexham brand, just like United Airlines have. I mean, no, I think it's good. I mean, the US tour for EPL teams this summer is quite weak. But I'm a Liverpool fan, so I would say that Liverpool are going to be in Japan the same time my daughter is there. I think in the US, whereas there's Man United, Everton, Bournemouth, by no means small clubs, but I'm just getting a dig in there at United while I'm there. But no, I think I think it's a good opportunity to go to a different country, to be honest. I actually wasn't sure if they were 100% coming to Vegas, just based on some of Ryan's comments and the fact they've done it twice. But, you may as well do it 3 times. So.
And then just come out the Vegas tour. Hip Karma, why didn't you go to Vegas?
You really don't want to know. You really don't, because you love it. And I don't. I don't love Vegas.
I don't know. David, you don't live on a strip, do you?
I don't what?
You don't live on the strip, do you?
No, I'm like 20 minutes away. Yeah, you can almost see the strip right from my house. Actually, my friend in Australia, she is like fully Australian, but due to an early pregnancy, she was actually born in Las Vegas. Strangely, but
wow.
Just facts you don't need. That's all I'm really bringing today. So.
Well, I think we're just feeding out. We're just kind of getting into the news cycle, and like this is the start of the news cycle. Which is, it's okay. I'm happy we had some news. Rather than me coming on here and feeding out BS. Aaron's gonna go take care of his dog. Hip Karma. Just circling back in just regards, like, anything you want to catch up on that we missed that you think is important other than the Australian tour? What's going on?
I think it's interesting this year and I think it's the right move, in fact, to delay the retained and released list until after Vegas.
Really? Why so? Yeah. Talk to me.
Because the comments were made that last year it was released while they were in Vegas, and the guys heard about it, and it impacted their experience there, and it dulled the shine, I'm sure, for those who were affected. So this year they're actually waiting, and they're going to release it post-fact. And I think that's a good move. I think that this squad deserves all of their flowers and deserves the time to go out and be crazy and have all of the shirtless pics that they want. None of us are complaining. And then face what the future holds for them next, whatever that may be.
There were shirtless pictures. I missed it. What happened?
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you poor souls. I'm
Well-
sure you'll find them on Discord.
I remember last year. It's like when they first got here. That's when they announced the release list. I mean, every player at the club already knows who's leaving and who's staying. But for social media aspects, it would have been nice for them not to have heard until they got back. But yeah, they all know. You know, I mean, maybe there are a few, but I'm pretty certain there's obviously people at the club who are going to be leaving. They obviously don't know, but end of contract people for sure.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, for a Millwall supporter, would you take any of the teams?
Fuck out of here.
Who do you expect to be?
You guys are awful.
Who do you expect to be on? I can't even get I can't get it out. Who do you? I can't.
Well, while you're laughing, then
Millwall can have Will Boyle.
With
So-
his new
I just wanted to respond to something that Glenda said in the chat. Yes, I'm sure that they probably do know, but and I'm sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly, Difford said,
David.
there you go. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
As long as it's not out there on social media and people are not commenting and talking them up or down and how awful it is, just let them experience Vegas.
Yeah. I agree
And
with
then let the news cycle occur as it will after that.
Well, I think Rob gave us a little insight of just like, because actually he did his interview. It was a good interview, and after Vegas, and then the timeline, they're gonna have a board meeting, and Phil's gonna decide who's gonna have to who's gonna be on the retained list and who's gonna go, doing it early to get new clubs. I thought that was very fair. So I mean, timing is everything, especially at this point. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe being harsh, but like they have to run a football club, right?
Mm.
But they still got to take care of it. I don't know, but the higher we get up, I hope we don't lose that. And I think that's one thing they're trying to do really, really, really well, to try to maintain the fact that they really care about their players and they're not full of crap. You know what I mean? That's not just brutal business. I mean, the thing when the owner of Nottingham Forest comes on the pitch and is berating Nuno the other day, it's like, that's never going to happen at our club, ever.
No.
No, that was pretty wild, actually. No, I think on the retained list, I mean, they have time to. I think they don't have to have it submitted until the 17th, which is Saturday. So, so they had time. There was no reason to rush it, when the guys were on a trip and all that. So it made sense to hold off.
Yeah.
I thought.
Matt Owl's trying to break news, but not break news. One player hinted to me he's retiring. It's probably Chomp.
I'd say Chomp.
Probably
Probably.
Chomp. Yeah. Probably
Maybe
Chomp.
Fletch, but probably Chomp.
Somebody needs to let Mad Al know that Mickey T retired years ago.
He's like, David, he's going to come after you. He's got one lined up already. Watch.
Oh mate, I was chatting to him before I came on.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if I've ever met him. He's probably the only person in Wrexham who owns one of my hats, and we have a cousin in common. So
I saw a picture of you in the hat this morning. Yeah.
yeah.
Rhymes with Shark Howard. Yeah. Mark Howard. There you go. Mark.
He'll be at
Howard.
TST though, hopefully.
Will he be at TST?
No, somebody said he wasn't. I saw
Oh really?
somebody
I
asked
assumed
him,
actually
and
he was
apparently yeah, I did too. And I think somebody had asked him, and he said no. I can't remember where I saw that at, but I don't remember if it was in the Discord or somebody said that, or if it was on one of the podcasts I listened to. I don't remember. But, yeah, I can't remember.
I don't know. What did we miss anything? So there's been a lot of stuff too. Just shifting gears real quick. In regards to to talk about the pitch, things are happening. Humphrey Kerr talking about. You want to talk to the pitch? What?
No, sorry. Matt Al's the one that told me. That's what it was. Somebody told me. I knew about Mark. That's what it was. I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah.
It's funny. All the stuff that's going on with the pitch. I had thought we'd already had some of that technology, but I guess not.
No. With
the undersoil heating stuff, or what?
Yeah, I thought we already had that, and maybe we did.
I knew they talked about it like before last season. They were going to, And then I think the
Mm.
last minute they decided not to because they were something with because I think because they were going to push at that point is when they decided to push back, the cop an extra year before they build it, and so they're like, well, we'll just wait till we do everything and do it all at once. I think because I think that came out towards the end of the season last season, if I remember right.
By the way, for later on, say Ruth H has to scoot. Life is happening. We'll watch the rest of the shoe later. So if we can all show our shoes at this point, or she can watch the
okay.
shoe.
Well,
I don't
there
have a
you go.
shoe, but I will put up my
Hey
foot.
dudes.
There you go.
Hey dudes.
There you go.
Jesus.
These
Now
are fine.
people are-
These are fine, right? For the
There
plane.
you go.
Huh?
Oh, the double croc.
Oh, look at
Double
that!
croc.
Crocs.
Yeah. So
There you
yeah,
go.
Ruth H,
These
watch-
Crocs.
there you
I
go.
have dogs. I have no back strap to my Crocs. I have dogs. They were puppies.
I have my.
I thought you meant
clothes-
See, in the UK, if you've got dogs, it means you've got ugly feet.
there you go.
Or maybe
Yeah.
that's American. I've been here too long.
My closest shoe. There you go. I always say that was so funny, but yes, yeah, we gotta have some fun today. We'll see you later. Crocs, croc of shit. Yes, Josh, that Nuno thing generally made me sad. Good idea. Yeah, I agree with that too. Reed from SoCal says underground heating delayed as pitch may be moving slightly. And David Carr, someone to pick this one up. Anyone here on the channel regarding release list per podcast. Tozer said he helped plan Vegas trip with what worked. I don't know what that means. He probably gave feedback of timing this year's for release date. You think that's right? I don't know.
I've got. I read that too, but I don't know what they would have needed Foster for. I mean, I tried to get the entire team into the Vegas Golden Knights game,
Mhm.
but it was like too little, too late. I've actually got a
Yeah.
video here with Foster when I was there 2 years ago with him.
There we
I won't play the audio because it's colorful language, but it was all right.
Anyhow, dogs are in.
It was a hell of a night.
Hell of a night. Hell of a night. By the way, our kicks need work. I have a bunch of Jordans at my house that I'm not at. It's just FYI. And then Free Pug Show says just checking every flight out of Seattle has to stop LAX first. Yeah, well, come down. Yeah. Well, I think so. I think my theme of what's going to happen from here on out is that everyone wants us to fail, and they have done, but now even more so. And I don't know if we're gonna. I mean, we're gonna have bumps in the road, but like I'm gonna say, we're gonna. This is gonna be a really fun ride, and you know what? Why not go for it? F it. Let's go for this. I think that's what's gonna happen I think that I don't know. I'm gonna be optimistic. How's that?
I agree with you.
Oh, here we go.
I think they'd like to, but I don't know if they can get enough players out to actually go for it. I don't know if they can move on enough players to really give it a serious go.
You think so?
Because I was looking, and some of the decisions they've made, they made it harder on themselves too. Because we had some like Mindy. I don't understand why we gave him a contract now. I mean, obviously you can pay him off now or sell him if somebody's interested. But if nobody's interested, you know what I mean. I don't know. I mean, that one didn't make sense. Palmer.
Yeah, but they can
Extending
stay
him.
out.
Those are players that could have been off. You could have got him off the books.
Sorry.
You know what I mean. They could have had him off the books now. You know what I mean. They would have went for a free. So
Mhm.
I don't know. That was. I mean, some of the decisions were weird.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I mean, it'll be interesting, but I think they can move some players, and I think they can strengthen the team. They're gonna. I genuinely think that they're gonna go for it, but that's my thought process. Aaron, just to pay them out, Allen money. Yeah, I think they're gonna use the Allen money. Yeah, I know. WM, any insight on what's gonna happen? Any insight on what you think is gonna happen in the next couple of weeks?
Players are gonna get drunk with their families. I don't know. In terms of releasing, I don't know because I think it's gonna be more than what I think there'll be. There'll be players who I'm not expecting.
Another dog.
I don't know.
Uh-oh. It's the
I
dog.
have no idea. I'm definitely not the guy to be. Actually, somebody just said Palmer to the MLS. I would not. I wouldn't be shocked to see a few Wrexham players have a crack at the MLS just because they've got US eyes on them just on the show basically.
Mhm.
Sometimes there's plenty of players who in Championship League One who are technically good enough, but if you don't have eyes on you, And
Do you know-
being
do you know what-
marketable is a good point too.
The MLS is really athletic, by the way. Really athletic.
You will, yeah. So Palmer might not make it.
I disagree.
Still be
Because you
South
watch
American
your-
players.
I think there's a handful of players that you get some South American players that are really handy with the ball.
Mhm.
I don't think it's very athletic. I'm
Yeah.
not blown away by the MLS. I've been watching a lot of MLS lately just for something to do.
Yeah.
I'm not blown away by the MLS.
Hip Karma,
See-
that is the biggest, sorry, David, that is the biggest mug I've ever seen.
So look at it again.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
I do it. My Ted Lasso mug is pretty big,
That is huge.
but that is fucking huge.
Oh, you're mute. You.
Oh,
So-
you're muted, Pip Karma.
That
Maybe
was
she
the
isn't.
Spaghetti
Maybe
Dogs.
there we go.
It's I think it's a pint, 600 ml.
What's that in American?
I don't know how many. How many ounces to a cup?
So a
Over there.
Coke can is 330 ml, so it's like 3 Coke cans.
Oh, it's 2 Coke cans.
Is it? How many mils did you say?
600.
Okay, well I'm stupid. I heard more. It wasn't bad math. It was bad initial hearing on the millage.
That's good. That's a lot of whiskey for the morning. I don't know what time it is. CR says moving players wouldn't have played in months, so no big deal. Figuring out who can't make the step is a risky part, especially messing with squad chemistry.
Well, here's the thing. This is what we got to remember too. You've got players that didn't have to be included in the squad this year that will be next year. So Max, Seb Revan, Mo Fall, all those guys are going to be over 21 and will have to be registered. So even if you move 3, if you keep those guys, which I don't think they'll keep all those guys. I think Mo probably goes on loan for sure. And Rev, I think, probably stays. So I mean, there's 2 players that we've already got at the club that we're going to have to register this year that we didn't have to this past year.
Or you
So-
make it a nice sale.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I was going through trying to figure out what we're going to do. I mean, unless you're just brutal and they just say, yeah, we'll just on the guys. And they may.
How many of the
I think
squads?
go
do you think
for it,
right now?
I think for you, like what you're talking about, like really going for it, I think you probably need like 8 players, like starters.
8
7 or
starters?
8 starters, I think,
See,
to really go for it.
I-
I think so.
See, I think they could make very few changes and like do okay. It'll be like a really hard
I-
slog. But no, you're absolutely right. But like bedding all those players in at the same time.
Mhm.
It's
it's
Just real quick, how many likes are on the video right now? Because I'm not in the YouTube stream. I've got it on my
Me
TV, but it
either.
doesn't tell me any likes. How many likes are on there, Josh?
0, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
What?
once
16?
we get, I want to know, is it 16?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right.
Shoot.
Because I just liked it on my TV.
Yeah.
I'm asking because I want to do a giveaway, but I want a certain amount of likes
There's
first.
31 likes. 50 people.
Oh, we're at
watched it.
We're at 31. I think that's pretty good. I said 20, so
Yeah.
I think we exceeded 20.
mine's saying 36 now, so they're jumping up. Everybody's liking as we're talking
31,
about it.
31, 31. Yeah, there's only 50 people. It's kind of a late show for everybody. We just kind of came in late, but yeah.
That's
Hip
good.
Karma
Well, I
watched
think
it.
this is only going to be for people in America, though. I apologize because shipping and tariffs to other countries just won't work. But I do have a hat giveaway that I want to give everybody. Well, not
Yeah.
everybody. That's a total lie. Just one person. Got the 1864 on the back. We've got, it's a nice relaxed dad fit cap. Obviously, Wrexham USA. So what I want people to do is the first person to comment the postcode for the race course, I will mail you a hat. You'll have to email Josh though with the information.
Yeah.
But
I'll do
we've
it.
got enough likes for this video. Don't post in there if you don't live in America, because
Hey, I've got 42 likes. Make them get to 50. Make them get to 50 likes before you do it.
Yeah, Jay's have
Or
yeah.
8 more likes, people.
And
8
how
more
many
likes.
what is Hip Karma drinking? That's what I would like to know. Yeah, there you go.
Do you really want to know? Because I will tell you.
Yeah, green tea. Go on.
It's a decaf high protein mocha.
There you go. Done. There you go.
a mocker. Oh well.
It's It's 11:30 in the morning here. It's not night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had about 27. Oh, here's my mug right here. I just had a coffee and it's late for me. It's pretty big. Big as my no, it's not as big as my
Yeah.
fat head.
But
Oh, it is now.
Liz Joe's no. Here you go. All right. So
There we go. Washington State, Sean Deasy. Sean, where in Washington State are you from?
yeah,
I've
is that
lived
right?
in Longview, Washington. Yeah, it's right. I'm pretty sure it's right. I've lived in
Okay.
Spokane, Pullman, like twice. You could maybe call it 3 times.
Yeah. So did he win?
I mean, he's the only person who answered, and he got it.
Okay, there you go. There you go. JATavern13@gmail.com. There you go. You got a Wrexham USA hat. That's awesome. There you go. Email me and we'll get that out to you for sure. Yep. So Free Pug said he just checked it and he beat me to it. So okay.
Well, what's funny is
Cool.
Sean Deasy posted I'm in Washington State, and then still got it, and then came back in because I thought he'd miss it, but when he went to go check, but Tacoma, all right, we'll take it.
Yeah,
I've been going to see the Sounders since 2010, I think, when I saw them play friendly against Boca Juniors, and they actually shockingly won 3-0.
Oh,
But
Jesus. Yeah.
I went there in my Liverpool Mascherano jersey because Mascherano used to play for Boca Juniors. All their
Awesome,
rivals. I can't remember why I did it. Either I went to antagonize people or not get beat up.
Can I just say that Marie from SoCal just texted me it? Does she get a hat?
Marie from SoCal. Well, she's cheating if she's texting.
Well, she has a DM right to me. She should get a hat.
Oh, a DM.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
there we go.
Hip Karma, you need to be the arbiter.
Oh,
There's no way I'm getting in the middle of this.
yeah. I can
It's
hardly.
specified.
So
I can hardly pull it away from Mr. Deasy.
yeah, can she get one too?
Yeah, WrexhamUSA.com.
Oh, okay. I'll pay. That's terrible. You'll get
$30. I'll do free
we'll get you one,
shipping.
Marie. We'll get you one, Marie.
Yeah, we'll
All right, good. There you go. You can't put it. We have shoot the rehearsal here. Sounders are they MLS. Okay. All right. Wrap it up here. We've been an hour here. Listen. Announcement of the tour. Things are good. We're moving forward. What do we expect to happen in the next couple of weeks? It's going to happen the drop dead of the retainment list, right? What else are we expecting to come up?
Lots of speculation. We're going to be linked with every player that's ever played in the EFL and has ever thought about playing in the EFL, and their brothers too. Yeah, that's what's going to happen in the next few weeks. I mean, other than that, okay. So you got at some point, you kit watch, right?
Yes, the kid.
Kits will be coming. Do we have a new front of shirt sponsor? I know that's been rumored. So I don't know if we do or not. Could possibly. So I mean, we'll have to see. Like
I do think we're still with Macron though, because all my vendors I've had in China, like who do some dodgy soccer stuff on the side, they've not said they've seen anything Wrexham.
Okay.
Like anything at all.
We'll do that. So we'll do that. That's to be announced. If anything else breaks, we'll be here. Yes, Sean Deasy, you did win. We'll get that out to you too, and then I'll get Marie from SoCal one too. Hip Karma, what do you got left on you for your thoughts? And they're coming to you. They're coming your way.
Look, the last thing that Aaron said, kit watch, is the thing that I would be looking out for, and I would be really interested and hopeful that this time Macron would actually produce the kits in a timely manner so people could purchase them on the tour.
Well,
what a missed opportunity last year was.
Wasn't the rumor that they just fucked them up last year? Like they screwed a bunch of them up. Like I don't know if that was true or not. If anybody knew for sure, but that was a rumor. They screwed up a bunch of them.
That's what I heard too. I don't know about that, Marie, but yeah. Don't trust in that. No, I got you. We'll take care of Marie.
No, we've got you, Marie. I wanted to tease people a little bit first, but yeah, we'll sort you out. Just I'm sure Josh has got your address.
I do.
Just make sure you text it to him.
Yeah. So that's kit watch, release list, and if anything else breaks, we'll be here. Deborah, what do you got going on? You got to obviously. Well, we've been talking about what's going on in your world.
Oh, I'm not sure. Where are we? Monday? Well, I don't know. Not a lot. Worked all day. Gonna put Kill Tony on after this. Check that out. My kid comes back today as well. So
I don't have my kids. Yeah, it's fun. All right, great. Who's going to get us out of here then? This is it's good to be back. Sorry about the shows. I'm doing the best I can. But we will get back to a regular schedule. I promise you all. But who's going to get us out of here?
Hip Karma. I can tell she wants to.
Yeah, here you go. One.
And on that bombshell, we'll see you again soon.